Hello friends, welcome back to Nandeep Academy's UPSC answer writing program. Today we'll be discussing a question on environment from UPSC Mains 2023. So the question is, what is oil pollution? What are its impacts on the marine ecosystem? In what way is oil pollution particularly harmful for a country like India? Okay, so this question is to be answered in 150 words. So we'll have to be very precise when we're writing because this is such a topic that we can go on and on. So coming to the focus and locus part in this question, there is no locus as such in this question because the first part of the question, what is oil pollution, also is a focus because that is a direct question to us. Then the second focus is its impact on marine ecosystems. Now they're specific about impact on marine ecosystems. Then how particularly harmful for a country like India. So all the three parts in this question are important and they need to be addressed. But because it is only for 150 words, we'll see how we can try to precisely write this. Now, when you're writing introduction for this question, what is oil pollution can be explained as introduction. So you can define what is oil pollution briefly. Now, oil pollution occurs when the liquid form of petroleum leaks into an ecosystem. I have purposefully used the term ecosystem here, right? The question says especially marine ecosystems, but it can be in ecosystems. It can be even on land. So oil pollution occurs when the liquid form of petroleum leaks into an ecosystem, especially the marine ecosystems, mainly due to anthropogenic causes. Now, why mainly? Because oil spills can happen also because of some natural reasons, but most of them are because of anthropogenic causes. Then it typically occurs due to oil spills from accidents involving tankers, offshore drilling rigs like that happened in Mumbai, pipelines that happened in Assam, or other oil-related activities. For example, recent one, Mauritius oil spill in 2020. Because this is from the Indian Ocean region, I've given this example here. Okay. Now coming to the body part, the first focus, how will it impact the marine ecosystems? Okay, this is a global phenomena because oil pollution or oil spills are very common in Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and also some parts of Indian Ocean. So what impact can they have on the marine ecosystem is important. First and the most important is it can damage the coral reefs. Okay, and the damage to coral reefs will result into lowering of biodiversity in the marine ecosystems. Then there will be habitat destruction. Now, habitat like mangroves, estuaries, and salt marshes can be hampered because of oil spills. Then, disruption of food chains. This is another important point because they have asked, especially related to marine ecosystems, we are coming up with this point that it can disrupt the food chain in marine ecosystems. It can contaminate the marine products. Okay, then it degrades the insulating properties of the bird. This is very, very important point. It degrades the insulating properties of the birds. And the example that I've given in 1989, Exxon Valdez spill in Alaska. This was so huge that more than 250,000 seabirds died because of this oil spills. At the end of the question, I purposefully given you some pictures to show you how serious oil spills can be. The last point is contaminate marine products. I think we have given already taken this part. Because this question is only for 150 words, this many points on one focus is sufficient. Now, the second focus is oil pollution is particularly harmful for a country like India. Why? Now, we do not see many oil spill cases happening in and around India, but we can, try to predict why this can be a danger to India. First and the foremost reason is that India has an extensive coastline, about 7,517 kilometers of coastline, and which is a conduit for over 70% of the global oil demand. The oil trade, 70% of it passes through the Indian Ocean. Okay, so this is one. This can be harmful to India. Then there will be biodiversity loss, especially in Sundarbans. This is writing examples is very important. So in 2014 there was a oil leak in Bangladesh actually, but that impacted Sundarbans as well. So Gulf of Mannar is another example because there was a leak of oil spills in Chennai that impacted the Gulf of Mannar as well. Then damage to mangrove forest, again, for example, the Sundarbans, food safety concerns in coastal states. this for a country like India, this also can be a serious issue. Economic impacts on tourism and industry. Now here also we have given an example. Goa oil spill of 2010 affected tourism in the state. Okay, so this way it can be harmful to India also. Now, coming to the conclusion part of this question. Now, like I say, always the conclusion should be, solution oriented. It should be futuristic. Okay, so how can you conclude this? It is imperative for India to have a robust preventative measures, emergency response plans, and stringent regulations to mitigate the risk associated with oil spills, along with what? International cooperation. Because this is not India's problem alone. So there has to be international cooperation as well. Then, again coming more specific to India, the National Oil Spill Disaster Contingency Plan, which was given in 1996. The year is 1996, right? To what? To handle such situations was last updated in March 2006, which needs to be updated according to the current situation. Okay, so there is no global law dealing with oil spills. India also has no particular law, but this is one plan which was put forward, and this was again some points were added to this in 2015. But this needs to be updated to make it more relevant in today's time. So this is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.